On December 13th, 2024, the channel Prime Animations published a fan film onto YouTube titled Transformers Prime Galvatron's Revenge, and Twitter absolutely ripped it to shreds for having really rough animation, as well as a problematic actor voicing Optimus Prime. There's also some very lackluster, paper-thin, honestly baseless allegations of the entire production being a crowdfunding scam, and people have compared it to another very controversial fan film from last year titled Spider-Man Lotus. In general, there's a lot of drama surrounding this entire fan film, so I'm going to break it all down right here in this very video. Our story begins all the way back on November 27th, 2007, with the creation of the YouTube channel Prime Animations. The channel description states the following. At Prime Animations, our mission is to create epic and meaningful stories for the fans, by the fans, specializing in, but not restricted to, the Transformers Prime franchise. We want to continue a well-loved series to give back to the Transformers community. Follow along with us as we take you through the entire production phase of our films, conduct toy reviews, create brand new character designs, and more. At first, this channel was just a place for its creator to post various Transformers animations. Here we can see ones of Bumblebee and Optimus Prime transforming from a robot into their vehicle form. This specific Bumblebee animation test currently sits at 12 million views, and is currently their most viewed video. Fast forward to around 2016, and a campaign on GoFundMe was launched for a project titled Transformers Prime Galvatron's Revenge, with the project's pitch stating the following message. Hello fans, my name is Carlos Barantes, and I am founder of Prime Animations. I have brought together a number of talented artists to help complete a Transformers fan-based movie project based on the Transformers Prime universe. This is a very important time during the life of our project. Since January 10th, 2014, we have been working hard at creating a full-length feature film, and we need some help to get it completed. Before I continue, I have to make it very clear that we are just fans, and we are doing this simply for the love of the show. We are not selling Transformers products, nor is our intent to sell this movie in order to make money apart from Hasbro. This project was created by fans for the fans. Hasbro has all rights of Transformers, and we are simply creating art as fans. Since our production began, we've had about 15 to 20 artists contribute to this project voluntarily. At this juncture, in order to complete this movie project, we need funds. About half of what are requesting will go to getting additional help to complete the animation aspects of our project. The remaining funds will go towards obtaining render farms, additional software to simulate destruction, and hardware for enhanced performance. The sooner we can obtain the funds, the quicker we can get help as well as equipment, the faster we can get the project completed and ready to be viewed by you, the fans. We would like to complete this project by 2017, and we absolutely need your help to get it done. Our goal will help us complete the current project as well as set us up for future movie projects. Currently, the story has been written to cover a connecting trilogy story arc. We are asking all the Transformers fans to help us raise the funds needed to bring this project to all you fans. From all the member of Prime Animations, thanks so much for your involvement, interest, and encouragement. Following the launch of this campaign, Carlos would gradually post updates on the project. One of these caught my eye, and it was from May 24th, 2016. Good afternoon. Thought it would be a great idea to show everyone where their contributions are being allocated to. As you can see, 63% is going towards artists/talent. I'm excluded from that. And the rest is going towards obtaining equipment needed. If there are any questions, please feel free to ask. Here we can see that around 22% of the budget went towards hardware, 7% went to software, while 8% went to taxes. Right off the bat, this allocation of funds is somewhat concerning. According to Carlos, Galvatron's Revenge was animated in Blender. For those unaware, Blender is a free software. Anyone can download it and use it for whatever they want, including for commercial purposes. I should know, I've used it many times. Carlos also claimed that render engines needed to be purchased, but that doesn't make any sense to me, since Blender has free render engines that are built in. That's roughly $1,000 that is being wasted right there. Something else that people have brought up is the hardware, and how utilizing just 22% of the budget to buy a top-of-the-line computer is just not enough. However, I disagree. The campaign raised a total of $13,691. Basic math indicates that this meant Carlos had $3,000 $12.02 to work with in terms of acquiring a PC to animate this film. Using my own experience in this field, I spent around $2,000 on my entire PC setup, and I've used it to animate and render using Blender without having any issues whatsoever. So, no. I'm sorry, but no. This was not a scam. I don't think that Carlos stole any money whatsoever. There's a lot that you can criticize Galvatron's Revenge for, but I find it really hard to believe without any concrete evidence presented that this entire project was a crowdfunding scam. In fact, Carlos actually did a decent job of keeping people updated. Granted, there were some points in time where he would just go completely AWOL for an entire year, but he did give substantial updates every now and then, which is better than most crowdfunders. A central piece of the controversy surrounding this fan film would be the casting of Optimus Prime. You see, Carlos decided to cast a man known as Orbital Bacon to play the leader of the Autobots. Taking a look at Orbital Bacon's Twitter bio, it reads, Jesus Christ is King, Artwaffen SS, 14 USA 88, Auslander Rouse, followed by Galatians 4:16. Scrolling down to his most recent post, and it's a meme comparing Jewish people to the devil. His entire Twitter account is just unhinged, by the way. Like, you can find an interaction with him and the actor that plays Jazz in Galvatron's Revenge, where Orbital Bacon calls him a monkey and tells him to stop chimping around. Mind you, the actor playing Jazz is black. And if you want any further evidence of Orbital Bacon being a literal Nazi, here's a picture of him proudly holding up a flag with a swastika on it. I get that the term Nazi is thrown around a lot nowadays. I mean, it's to the point where it's pretty much lost a lot of its meaning, but this dude is a straight up neo-Nazi. Like, there's no other way around it.
Is he a white nationalist?
He calls himself a National Socialist.
Oh, so he's a Nazi.
That's what he calls himself.
Excuse me,
well, no, I mean, that's...
Well, he calls himself a white identitarian.
Based?
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 Why the fuck would you cast this guy as Optimus Prime in your Transformers fan film? Well, I'll let Carlos explain it himself.
Like I said before, this guy, I've known for, like I said, about 8, 9, 10 years. He's been working with me on an animated project, and I've helped him get a few paid gigs as a voice actor, stood by this guy's side when, the left came after him for calling him a homophobe, for not wanting to show inappropriate material to kids, right? And they, labeled him a racist for not supporting BLM, which none of that is actually true. But to hear this now coming from him is not only shocking, but even more shocking is the growth of his channel, popularity, where his thought process seems to be growing movement.
This is Patriots of the American Republic, which is a political side channel that Carlos himself runs. In episode 57, Carlos talked in depth about the Orbital Bacon debacle, and there is something that I do want to make abundantly clear, and that is Carlos outright disavows Orbital Bacon's rhetoric in this video numerous times. Feel free to go check out this video for yourself if you want an even more deep dive into the politics of it all. We're not going to do that here, but Orbital Bacon says some downright horrifically bad shit in this video that I don't even want to show here. The decision to keep Orbital Bacon in the film is downright idiotic, because in hindsight, I wholeheartedly believe that this is what caused the barrage of hate to hit Galvatron's Revenge, and justifiably so. I understand this is a low-budget project and it would be a lot of work and money to redo the lip-syncing, but is it really worth having a literal neo-Nazi in your movie? If Optimus Prime was recast, I think this would sort of go under the radar, with the occasional jab about the animation being downright awful. Now, the Prime Animations team was a bit off when they projected that this movie would be out in 2017. In fact, they were off by 7 years. Yes. This movie took an entire decade to make, with it finally being made available to the public in late 2024. And how did fans respond? Well, Transformers Prime Galvatron's Revenge was almost immediately met with harsh criticism and vitriol from Twitter. I was made aware of this entire shit show because of a thread posted by the Name Brand Company. This person also runs a YouTube channel of the same name with some extremely impressive Transformers visual effects work. This Twitter thread goes over some of the crowdfunding controversy, with them baffled as to how a project like this could have an $8,000 budget.
Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the fucking money, shithead?
However, they do bring up some valid critiques, with the Name Brand Company basically saying that best case scenario, Carlos messed up and he didn't know how to budget a film, but worst case scenario, Carlos allegedly stole the money, which I've already said I disagree with that. This entire thread essentially kickstarted awareness about this project. One account tweeted out a reply to the thread that genuinely made me feel bad for fans of the Prime Animations channel, and it stated, "Growing up, I was so hyped for this, but in the last few years, more and more have come out to show the true colors of the people behind it. The little kid me would be distraught to see how it turned out. 10 years. For what?" It wasn't just Transformers fans that were rallying against this project either. Stuart A. Hudson, a voice actor who worked on Galvatron's Revenge, tweeted the following: "As someone who voiced in this project ages ago before the stuff about OB came out, I'm honestly glad to see that it's bombing. Sucks that I voiced in it, because that's about 2 hours worth of time that I'll never get back. But glad the community is uniting against it." The YouTube comment section on the upload is filled to the brim with negative comments, ranging from passive-aggressive to outright anger. This led the Prime Animations channel to post a comment and pin it for everyone to see, stating, "Every person that comes onto this channel to bring drama and toxicity will get banned. All you're doing is exposing yourselves at this point and helping me clean out the toxicity, so I appreciate that. I made it very clear this channel is for Transformers only. Every Orbital Bacon hater who has stopped by to start drama and leave negative comment is not a subscriber and is only doing so to hate on the project because of the voice actor. Once again, I will thank you for exposing yourself. Constructive criticism are always welcomed as long as they are respectful." Personally, I found this comment to be a bit weird and contradictory to the previous statements that were made by Carlos on his Patriots of the American Republic channel. I thought he completely disavowed Orbital Bacon. Is this just miscommunication due to bad grammar, or was he actually disingenuous about wanting to distance himself from Orbital Bacon, someone that he outright labeled as a white nationalist? This comment constantly mentions all you're doing is exposing yourselves, but what exactly are they exposing beyond the fact that they're letting people know that a bigot worked on this project? It's a very strange and defensive comment that is more concerning than anything else. In the end, Transformers Prime Galvatron's Revenge might very well be one of the worst fan films ever made. It fails at being entertaining by any metric. It isn't even so bad it's good, but it's just so bad it's bad. The writing is atrocious.
How does the new hand feel, Commander?
Like new.
The editing is wonky. The music is just reused from Transformers Prime, but the sound effects are all stock sounds. But of course, the animation is just really bad.
You are Cyclonus, a fearless warrior. Your skill in combat is unmatched by any other. Scourge, the hunter. There is no place our enemies can hide from you.
I know it sounds cruel to rip on such a low-budget project that creators spent 10 years making, but I'm sorry, there's no excuse for this when fucking Skibidi Toilet looks better than this. I don't want anyone watching this to go and harass Prime Animations. If you don't want to support the film because of Orbital Bacon's involvement, then don't watch it. For those of you that have seen the film, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Does it deserve the hate that it's getting? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know. And with all that out of the way, I'm Cole McCormick. You're watching Firewood Media, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.